What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Front Row Show. Me and B are back. How you doing, B?
Doing good, doing good.
We got a couple things to talk about. Got some Legacy Motor Club Rick Ware Racing drama over some charters. We can discuss the lawsuit with the NASCAR in 2311, and I think there's another team tagged onto that a little bit. Basically them trying to bring up, other leagues, formats and stuff based on pay scale and everything else. And then we'll do obviously gas rash, that's our thing. So I guess let's go ahead and get into the first thing. All right. Legacy Motor Club versus Rick Ware Racing. And it came out last week basically stating that, Legacy Motor Club was filing a lawsuit against Rick Ware Racing for basically backing out of a deal for a charter next year. Basically, that was already agreed upon, signed, documents, they have it. Supposedly the payment was like $45 million, which is crazy, really.
Yeah, it's insane.
But supposedly, if Legacy Motor Club has signed documents of Rick Ware Racing, signed on the line, basically saying it's for next year, they're screwed, in my opinion. So how you feel about it?
I feel the same way. Obviously, if they signed for it, they can't go back on it. So, if I don't know, are they leasing out their chart? They can't do it back to back years. So, are they gonna lease it out to RFK again, like the other one?
So
I don't know.
basically what they were going to do is, so they have two charters. So they have the 15 and the 51, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically they're chartering out the 51 right now. Or the 15 right now, and then next year they would charter out the 51 to them. Basically they would swap them year and year, so they wouldn't be using the same charter in theory. So the charter that's actually in question right now with Legacy for next year is the charter that Ryan Preece is actually driving right now. So that's the whole hold up kind of thing, because now at this point Rick Ware Racing is already in a multi-year deal with RFK for that charter. Basically, now that other charter they're racing right now is already guaranteed to RFK next year. So in theory, if this goes through for Legacy to get the third charter, Rick Ware Racing screwed. They have no charter at all. So
Well, wouldn't they become a one car?
they wouldn't have any, because so think about it. They'd be selling their one charter to Legacy, and then they would be leasing out their other charter for Ryan Preece to drive for RFK. So in theory, both of their charters would be being used. So then they couldn't, they could do the entry, like the old guys do at Daytona and everything. Like they run a couple races. It's kind of like a qualifier or whatever, but they wouldn't be able to run full time with a charter.
Yeah.
So I think it comes down to Legacy. If they have, documents, like I said, if they have documents with, signature on it, I mean, it's done deal. It don't even need to be taken to court, in my opinion. It's sealed.
Or wrap it up.
But I think Rick Ware, I think what they're stating is what their dispute is that they agreed supposedly to 2027 is what their thought was, and it ended up saying 2026. But you should have read the documents before you signed them, buddy. They got your ass. If that's the case, if Jimmy and them really did that for real, it's kind of shisty. But
yeah, they went kind of nuts. But they probably saved $20 million by doing it a year early.
Well, the thing is, I've seen a couple things about them basically saying that, like, this is the time to get in, and like a three car team is kind of like the sweet spot, because you can't have a 4-car team anymore unless you're grandfathered in. So I mean, I'm for it. I just wonder who's going to be driving it if they end up, getting it. That's kind of my thing. Like, who's driving this car? Is it just going to be kind of like an open ride that, you're going to have a couple drivers running it through the year? It's kind of like a development ride, kind of like how the 95 used to be. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's not a bad idea, because there's not many.
I mean, you got Corey Heim coming up.
So
he's a pretty decent, prospect there, Corey Heim. Other than that, I mean, there's not really, but you always have sometimes they switch manufacturers, and I kind of want to branch off into this, head into another conversation since we already kind of agree on what's going to happen. If they have documents signed, it's done deal. Basically, that's all we're saying about it. It's wraps. Rick Ware Racing.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to branch off because I was watching Eric Estep's video. Shout out to him. He was talking about how Dodge is more than likely coming back into the sport in trucks next year, right? So Dodge is already making their way into the sport. Is, a team like Legacy Motor Club or Spire or like some team like that that's getting, like the second, third option of a manufacturer? Are they willing to go to Dodge early and be their tier 1 team? And because obviously, like with Legacy, for instance, Jimmy's not loyal to any manufacturer now. Like as soon as, Toyota said they can offer him better stuff, he jumped ship. Like he completely left Chevrolet and, the rest is history. But I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting for him to kind of bring up. Maybe that's the reason they're trying to do this early, get a third team in there, maybe be a tier 1 team by the time Dodge gets into the Cup.
Yeah. I think Haas would have done it if it would have happened like recent or sooner.
Yeah, I just don't think I think this would be something like he said in his video as well. It's going to be something that doesn't happen like by next year. It's going to be, in a couple of years,
Yeah.
Also, a thing I didn't know watching his video as well, I didn't know Legacy didn't opt into the Joe Gibbs 2311, data packages and everything else. I didn't know that. So maybe that explains why they're struggling. They're trying to do their own thing, trying to learn it, but I think that's kind of dumb in my opinion.
Yeah, because I mean, if you get the data from the top team, you're running the same kind of car. You try a setup out. If it works good for you, build off that.
Well, I mean, look what 2311's doing. Like they're winning races,
Yeah.
So I mean, and is fucking Legacy Motor Club winning races? No, they're not even contending for top 10s hardly at this point. Like that's a good day for a Legacy Motor Club car as a top 10. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that was dumb. That was really, that kind of perked my ears. You know what they say, just I don't know. I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we kind of settled that up, like I said, Legacy. I think they're gonna have a third charter. I think Rick Ware's fucked. So
yeah. If those documents are signed, yeah, they're screwed.
Without a doubt. You don't even need to go down to the courthouse, nothing. It's over. Just Rick Ware, just hand it over. I'm cool with it. Maybe Jimmy's coming back full time, which I'm cool with. I don't care if he sucks. But
he's not coming back full time.
He's not coming back full time. But we have your favorite driver, on the cusp of maybe winning 3 in a row. Let's go ahead and talk about that. All right. As you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, Denny Hamlin has, well, not on the screen, but, he has won the last 2 races, but he is going for a 3-peat, as it says on the screen. That is what it says on the screen. Won the last 2 races. Maybe didn't have the strongest car last week, but found himself in a good position. Pit crew got him out, and, the rest is history. I'll let you go ahead and take this. What do you think? What can he do to kind of guarantee himself, to get a 3-peat this weekend? Also going against Kyle Larson for the weekend sweep.
Put the car out front and don't speed on pit road. So basically don't kill yourself. Or shoot yourself in the foot, I should say. Because it seems like, I mean, you won here last year, same time, spring, Bristol. I feel like he's got to be the favorite going into this race. Because, I mean, coming off of winning 2 in a row, you get the best pit. I would say top 3 pit crew on the fucking I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. The pit road, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. I'm praying for it.
Fair enough.
Because I want the chip. Chasing 10th on the wins list too.
It's funny you say that. There's actually something that I seen the other day. Let me pull this up. I'm not going to pull it up, but it's something I got to read it. By NASCAR Insights on Twitter. In the playoff racing era, 2014 to present, the winner of race 8 of the season has gone on to win the championship 3 times, more than any regular season race. And Denny Hamlin just won regular season race number 8. So, hey, the numbers already in his favor to win the championship this year.
Yeah, I mean, what can we
Also,
say? I've said it for years. I think this is the year, but I'm gonna keep my fucking
yeah.
mouth shut.
I mean, how long have we known each other? I think I've heard that every single year I've known you.
Yeah,
So it's
and it
been a long
hasn't been the
time.
year. So
But yeah. Also, on the fact of that, you says he's probably the favorite. He is the leading driver for short tracks in the next gen era. He has 5 wins on short tracks. Kyle Larson is second with 3. Um, but Kyle Larson's, I'll say this against that he is the betting favorite. I bet you Denny Hamlin is probably the betting favorite, but I will say Kyle Larson's probably right there with him because I'm pretty sure Kyle Larson's average finish at Bristol is like in the next gen is like 3 point something. It's something crazy.
yeah, that's insane. To finish
Um,
third or better, like that
I
many
wish I could
times if
find it.
your average is 3 point whatever, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts,
Yeah,
honestly.
he was the winner in the fall race they have, or the second race they have at Bristol. He won that one. That
Okay.
was the one where they sat there and ran like 100 laps on tires. Remember, they were so slow, and everybody that got tires were just zooming around them.
Yeah.
That was that race. And then
Yeah.
it's funny. It was the complete opposite. The race Hamlin won. They could barely go freaking 30, 40 laps without burning the tires off the damn thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see what this
What
race on
tire? Yeah,
Sunday
what
looks like.
tire we get? Is it
You
gonna
know,
fall off in 20, 30 laps, or is it gonna go 100 laps and you're still fine? Like,
I think I think whoever wins this race, and Denny's going to have to do the same thing as what I'm saying. They're going to have to qualify well, and I think that's going to be a key to winning this race. If you can stay out front and be out front all day, you're not having to pass a bunch of cars besides lap cars if you're out front. I think that's the key to winning the race, of course.
yeah.
So qualifying
Or you
well,
could
really need to qualify well.
or you could flip the field with strategy somehow. Staying out, like what happened last week. You stayed out. All the Toyotas, I feel like, stayed out later. The caution came out during what was that, stage 2,
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2, and then it flipped them basically the entire field. They were, I don't think that there was a Toyota in the top 10, and then you had 4 or 5 of them in the top 10 in a matter of 3 laps from just strategy. So, and then Toyota goes on to win the race. So
Yeah. Well, I don't think
there's
if it
so
was
much
for
that
that
goes
late
into
race
it.
caution, that wouldn't have happened. I think that was, a perfect storm
Hmm.
there. But I see what you're saying for sure. But yeah, like I said, make sure qualify. I think qualifying is going to be a big factor for who wins this race on Sunday. If Denny can, he's good there. Like you said, he won there last year. If he can qualify, front row or right there around there, there's no reason why he can't win the race and be a 3-peat winner. Um, so yeah, well, talk about that a little bit. We got Denny Hamlin on the screen. We talk about the little bit of a lawsuit that they're going with NASCAR. I heard a little bit about it. I don't know all the numbers and everything else. I don't want to sound like I'm really detailed into it, but from the sounds of it, they're subpoenaing in all the major sports leagues for their percentages and everything else of the media they're making and everything else money wise to see what the percentages they give out to their players and teams. And it sounds like no major sports brand like that is willing to give up their documents.
Hmm.
So that's really hurting them. I don't know if you know anything about it, but um, it sounds like 2311 from the sounds of what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it more like an NBA, NFL with the teams, right? Like more of a permanent thing to where
Yeah.
it's like a
So it's not like,
franchise.
yeah. I
So
forgot like how you could lose a charter, but there's ways you can lose the charter, and I think they're trying to just do away with that. So it's like you said, like a
yeah,
permanent thing. But I mean, that would make it more reasonable. I mean, if you're gonna have a permanent charter, wouldn't that make more
yeah.
sense?
Well, I don't see why that's not something that NASCAR would want, right? You want to build the brands as teams, so that's like mini brands inside your big brand, right? And
Yeah.
like NFL, like they got the Jets or the Commanders, like it's all little brands that they make money off of. Now, I don't know what all the numbers and shit they'd have to do to compensate for that, but I agree with 23 11. I think that'd be a great idea. I don't see why that'd be something that should be against it. Like you have your Hendrick, you have your Joe Gibbs. You think those teams are ever going to give up their charters? Hell no.
Probably
You know what
not.
I'm saying? So what's the point? That's kind of I don't know. That's kind of the way I feel about it. I don't understand. Like it's only people really moving charters are the bottom feeder teams, really.
Yeah. Like the one car
So
teams, or they come in for like a race and then they're gone.
yeah.
Or like a 2-car
So
team.
I don't know. That's just kind of the way I feel about it. So it's not looking good for 2311 with this because now they're trying to get, I think it's IndyCar.
Yeah. I think they were getting IndyCar, F1,
And
NBA.
trying to see what their percentages were. But I don't think any of them are going to give anything up. So I think they're kind of dead in the water, in my opinion.
Well,
So
they're trying.
we'll see. We'll see. I hope they do something, but I don't know. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into our next thing, gas or ass. All right. We have our first scheme. Now, this is for the obviously the weekend of Bristol. We're gonna only do the Cup Series today. Throwback weekend last week, we did all the throwback cars. Thought that was cool. This week we'll just do all the Cup cars because they'll all be there. Corey LaJoy, he will race this week if he makes the race. We'll have the Schluter Systems Ford. Where do you rank?
Is that the one he raced at Daytona?
I don't remember what he raced at Daytona.
Or wherever he raced like a red and black car.
This looks orange.
It looked orange to me too, but I don't know. Maybe it was orange on the track. I don't know.
So what you feeling about it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it. It's simple, so I'll go mid.
I'll go mid with this one as well.
Yeah,
Gold
it's a
tires,
simple
fuck it
design.
up. If the tires were black, probably like it a little bit more.
It's one of the Rick Ware cars.
Indeed, indeed.
That car's fucking heat.
Yeah. Ross Chastain or Bush Light Flannel Chevrolet.
Dude, Busch Light comes out with heat every week. It's insane.
Dude, banger after banger. It's too bad Ross Chastain's their driver. But yeah, this one's heat. I don't think I've ranked a Busch car under heat in our existence.
I don't think so either. I think every time that the Busch Light car comes up, it's like, all right, gas.
All right, Austin Cindric with a snap-on car. This one's gas too.
That shit is gas. I like that way more than. Wait, has he ran a snap-on car?
I don't know.
I think isn't the snap-on car the black and blue one? Isn't that snap-on?
I don't remember.
I would say if
this
needs to be the primary, this thing is sweet.
Yeah, this one's fire. This one's gonna look good on the track too.
Hell yeah.
Austin Dillon in the bioethanol Chevrolet. That's gas too. Can't even lie.
That's gas. I like it.
Can't even lie. All right, Noah Gregson in the Royal King Ford. What you feel about it?
I mean, I like it, but I don't know. We should kind of like have like a. What are you thinking? Mid. I like it, but
I like it too, but I don't know if it's gas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's like blowing my fucking socks off.
It's not blowing my socks off.
Nah, I'll go with mid. I'm cool with that.
I know that. I know it's not blowing my socks off.
Yeah.
I'll go with mid. Mid to low tier gas.
Yeah. High tier, mid, low tier gas.
All right. You want to rank this one?
Skip.
Yeah, we could just skip this one. Fuck's sake. All right. You know what's funny? We'll go back to this actually. We'll put this on the screen while we talk about this because I want to say something. We yap about cars not being the same and fucking having no identity.
And then every time
Yeah, and every time we see the same car that this fucker runs fucking 20 fucking something races a
Yeah,
year,
we're like,
we
get the shit
bitch
off the
about it.
screen. Yep,
We
get the shit off the
bitch.
screen. Switch it
And I
up.
think about that every time. I think about that every fucking time we talk
That's
about it.
so
It's like
funny.
we want identity. We missed the whole how it was Lowe's every week and ship, and now we're like, bro, fucking do something else, Kyle. Our shit's boring. It's like
Yeah.
fucking hypocrites. All right. Brad K and the Oscar Mayer Ford Mustang. I
I
don't
like it.
know. I don't know. The hood's
I'm gonna put
white.
it at
What's on
mid.
the hood? What's on the hood? Is
I don't
that
know.
say blue? Is it a blue Kroger logo? Because if it's a blue Kroger logo, L. That's
I'm
ass.
assuming that's what it is.
And that's gonna be ass, bro. Hold
I
on.
mean, it
Let's go to
says
the
Kroger on
diecast.
it. They have the
Oh, it's
diecast
not.
already.
I don't know. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the diecast of that yet. That sucks. I would say, damn. Oh, frick. I closed the damn thing. Hold on.
Come on, man.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's technical difficulties on me.
Yeah, you sold the bag with that one.
I did sell the bag, but we're
Sold
back.
the biggity
All right.
bag.
It's all right. We're back.
Guess who's back?
All
Back
right.
again.
I would say this is mid. This is
Yeah,
we gotta hold RFK to a standard here. Okay.
they have some sweet rides, so
This is a
this
low
one is
mid.
yeah, yeah, it's mid.
Almost on the verge of ass. Honestly. Ooh, I like this one. Justin Haley, the Nation Guard Chevrolet. I like this car. I just don't
Yeah, I
see.
like that as well. I think that joint is sweet.
Yeah, that's gas. Gas without a doubt.
No way.
The Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen Chevrolet by Kyle Busch.
Mid.
Yeah. Meh. It's
I
okay.
feel like they could do more. I mean, I like the croissant on the back. I think that's pretty
The
cool,
croissant is pretty cool.
but other than that, it's like you just threw a little bit of orange, a little croissant on the car.
All right. Chase Elliott and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet.
I like
I'm
it.
gonna say this is. I'm gonna say it's gas. I like this car
Yeah,
too.
I think it's gas as well.
All
It's a
right, Ty
lower
Dillon
tier
and
gas.
the it's starting to get lower and lower every time I see it. Ty Dillon will drive the number 10 Akuma Chevrolet. I like this car.
Yeah, I think it's sweet. I'd put it
I
in
think it's
gas.
gas. I like this one too. Gas.
Very simple. I mean, even though
All
some
right.
of the, I feel like we were judging very early when I said, yeah, this is too simple about the four. And then that one got in. I'm like, yeah, it was simple.
I like this one better than the 4 car though. I like the
Yeah, I
10
think
car
I
better than the
like that
4.
color. The color
Yeah.
together, black and blue and white.
Yeah, I don't really if this was black, I think I'd like this car a little bit more. If the gray was black.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah. All right. Denny Hamlin, the Progressive 11.
Gas.
Yeah, it's pretty gas.
Non-biased pick. Gas.
All right.
That's using
Ryan Blaney in
the
the Menards.
progressive car is using the sponsor to the like the number moving up to the greatest like capacity.
No, I do like that. Yeah. No, it does look nice. They could have done a little bit more whiter. So I wish they would have brought this all the way back to right here or something. Maybe like brought it around the white, but I'm really nitpicking.
Yeah,
The Menards
I don't mind this
12.
one. I hate when the blue hood's on there. I like this one.
Yeah, I like this one. I do
I think
like
this
this
one's
one as well.
gas.
This one, yeah, when it's just the highlighter yellow and the black, it looks so much better than that stupid ass blue.
Yeah, the blue
The
hood
blue is
is like,
horrible.
why is that on there?
Ugh. Ooh. This might be sweet. This
Mm,
one might be scheme of the weekend, yo.
that is
Holy
nasty.
moly.
That looks like something I'd make on a video game.
Yeah, me too. AJ Allmendinger and the Grizzly Nicotine Pouches Chevrolet. I like this one. And the number's probably chrome. Like, look at the
Yeah,
number.
that's what
It
it looks
don't
like.
probably definitely chrome.
That joint is sweet.
This is a heater car.
Yeah,
Heater car. Gas might contend. This is definitely the best one I've seen so far, and might be best of the weekend. I'm excited to see
I
this
don't
on the
know. I
track.
like the Chastain one too.
Chastain's cool. I don't know. I like this one better. This one looks so
I
sweet.
like Chastain's more, I think.
All right. BuildSubmarine.com. Chris Buescher. We know this car's sweet.
Yeah. The car's sweet. Color scheme,
Gas.
gas.
Gas. Chase Briscoe, Bass Pro Car, never go wrong. Gas.
Yeah, that's gas.
Every time I see this one, I get disappointed. Christopher Bell, number 20, Ream Toyota. I hate that the Ream fucking logo is so small. Like, why is it
Yeah.
so small? Take up the whole fucking quarter panel with that damn thing. I don't even care. Just fucking put a giant circle on that thing. Or just have it say Ream across the thing, like kind of like the progressive thing does. Like have it say
Yeah.
Ream through here.
I just think it's too
Something.
bare at the back or in the back.
There's nothing right here. It's just so
Yeah, it feels like you
boring.
could do so much more to it. Because that's like the color scheme is cool.
The
You could just
scheme is cool.
make it be a fat ass circle in the back or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some way they could fix that and make it look better.
Yeah, and they haven't. I'm giving it ass. Just for that. Just for that. I can't I hate it. Every time I see it, I hate the Ream how
I'm
it's so
going
small.
mid.
The scheme, not factoring the sponsors in, the scheme is cool. Black, red, white, you can't go wrong, bro. It's
Yeah.
cool fucking colors.
They have
So,
colors, they could do anything with it.
all right. You got Josh Berry and the Wood Brothers.
I think this
Quick
is
lane.
gas.
Gas. Always Wood Brothers cars are always gas, let's be honest.
Yeah. It's so nostalgic.
Hold on now. Joey Logano with a different scheme.
Switching it up a little bit.
You
Uh-oh.
got a little bit more red. Okay, I can deal with this. See, this is a little bit more design. You got a little bit of extra, a little bit black. You got some red up on here, up on
Yeah.
the wheel well.
I'm fucking with
Like,
this a
dude, this
lot
looks
more.
good. I'll give this gas. I'll give this
Joey
gas. I'll give this.
Logano, you've earned gas.
Yeah, congratulations. You've earned gas on your primary scheme. Oof. Air Force Toyota by Bubba Wallace.
With the little plane on it. Yeah.
Bomber on that thing.
Yeah, that's sick.
Gas.
Yeah, gas.
Gas. I mean, all the Air Force schemes are gas, let's be honest.
Yeah.
This joint's a fucking heater, too. William Byron with the primary exalted. They killed this primary. I can't even lie. They smoked this one out the park. This is a grand salami. This is a
That is a
heater.
sweet ass car. I would definitely gas.
Yeah. Gas. This might be one of my favorite primaries of the year, honestly, of this year. Like they use this. This looks like a variation of like a Jeff Gordon car, but like it's William Byron. That's what I like about it. It's not Jeff Gordon, but it does remind me of Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
The fucking numbers, the iconic neon yellow
You got the
flames, but
flames.
it's just, dude, it's showing sweet. They killed it. Jesse Love, okay, the young gun, getting his it's probably his first start in the Cup. That's what it seems like. C4
Right.
Energy. I like this car. I like the pine things down here, or the little frost is what that is. That's
I
pretty
think
cool.
I'd give it I'm gonna give it mid.
I'll give it high tier mid.
Because
I wish I had a
don't
little
know.
bit more
I
orange.
like it.
They were
What
going
does
to
it
commit to the
say?
orange.
Frostbitten citrus.
Yeah, if they were going to commit to the orange, I wish they would have done like orange around like the.
I don't know what the C4 cans or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what they look like. So I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
they
supposed to
might look.
represent like the design of it.
You're right. They might look like that. Might be exactly what it is. Actually, probably right.
But yeah, I mean, if it is, I mean that's a lot cooler. But it looks good. So
I like it. Honestly,
yeah,
it's low tier gas, high tier mid
yeah,
to
I'm
me.
with you in the boat.
All right, Todd Gillen and the loves the Michael McDowell ride. Basically, they have not changed it since Michael McDowell left.
Mid.
Yeah, they don't have the same aura without Michael McDowell.
Yeah, they got the other dude in it. Todd Gilliland.
Riley Hurst in the Lucy Toyota with the little monster tag on there. It's
I
pretty
like
sweet.
it. Yeah,
I like this
like
car.
it. I would say gas.
I agree. I'll say it's a lower tier gas though.
Yeah.
It's lower.
Is that the Aaron's dog? Oh, they snapped. Yeah,
Sorry
they
for
snapped.
headphone users. Holy fucking moly. Never mind. This is taking top dog right here.
Yeah, that's sick.
That
Shout out
Aaron
to
Zane
Aaron's. I
Smith
wonder if they're gonna come
machine.
back and get the lucky dog. The Aaron's lucky
Dude,
dog.
this is hard. This is fire. This is fire.
Yeah, that's
Whoever thought to
nostalgic
bring
seeing
that
that dog.
Yeah, the dog is the nostalgic feel. I love it. I love it. Gas.
Yep.
This might
Gas.
be the best game of the weekend.
Yeah, it's up there.
Cole Custer, number 41, Haas
I like that.
Tooling.com. I do like this car too. Fire. It's too
Give it
bad Cole
gas.
Custer sucks.
Yeah. Haas going to Honda.
Think so?
No. Actually, I don't know. What are they running?
I have no idea.
Indy?
You're asking the wrong fucking guy.
F1? I don't know.
All right, John Hunter in the Dollar Tree car. I like this car still.
Yeah, I really do like that car too.
I
And
think
it's
it's fucking
gas.
fire. Yeah, gas.
I mean, there's.
I don't know, man. It's weird. I kind of like the green with the gold and the white. I kind of like it.
It kind of reminds me of like the Celtics.
Yeah, it does.
And it
Fuck
looks.
the
I mean, it
Celtics,
looks
by the way.
good.
Fuck the Celtics. Fucking Knicks choked the other night. But yeah, we're both giving gas on that without a doubt. And then
I'm
we
taking
got
gas on that too.
Advent Hell
That
Toyota
is
for Eric
sweet.
Ellis. Yeah, this one's gas too. Okay, Legacy.
I like how they did their like. You see how like the lines around the words and the numbers are.
Yeah, they're like closed in
Like, kind of
around it.
gives it like an outline almost.
Nah, whoever their graphic designer is for their cars snapped.
Yeah, he did a great job.
I will say that this really bugs me. I don't know why. This not going all the way to the end of the car really fucking bugs me. It really just does. Yeah. Anyway.
The Beast.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick, the Beast car.
I think it's so sick.
These are fire. Without a doubt, these are fire. So
I like the
gas.
nasty Beast giant. The yellow one. I think that one's sick too.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with like the Jordan logo back there too. Yeah, they snap.
Like we said, they need to start doing like the variations of like flavors.
Yeah.
Like Ty Gibbs should come out that bitch in an orange car one week.
Dude,
The
they
orange
need
monster.
to. They just need to, like, if they would just copy what the cans look like, those would be so cool.
Yeah.
It just looks like a can with fucking wheels on it out there, monster can. That'd be
With the
sick.
number on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
All right. Sunny D. Can't go wrong. Come on. Gas.
Yeah,
Sunny
that
D
shit is
schemes.
gas.
Come on, man.
I don't feel like they've missed in over a decade.
They don't miss. Sunny D don't miss.
Yeah, schemes hitting.
It's too bad they got to sponsor someone like Ricky Stenhouse, but
yeah, it's not getting much TV time.
We'll move on.
Really getting laughed.
Unless he's getting wrecked or wrecking someone. Alex Bowman, Ally 48. I like this car.
Yeah.
I just wish Bowman wasn't a bomb.
I'll give it low tier gas.
Low tier gas. I will agree with that as well. All right, Cody Ware. Feast your eyes on our Rick Ware Racing cars, ladies and gentlemen, because they will not have a ride in the fucking Cup Series next year.
I like it.
Arby's, I do like it. The gold wheels
I think, yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the gold rims on this one. For some reason. The sponsor did really good. I'm giving it gas. RB
Take
Smith, that's a
these
good
and make
placement.
these the dark black or gray or whatever that they are, like the stock color, and
They should have
this
made them
car would
white.
be fire. I don't even need them to be white. I just
Should have
need
made them
these
white, look like a
yellow
candy
things.
cane.
Just need these white things or these bronze or the gold things to fucking disappear. They're terrible. I'll give it high tier mid just for the scheme. I'm gonna factor out the wheels. If it wasn't for the wheels, this would be gas.
I think it's gas.
Ty Gibbs, normal monster car. Meh.
Mid.
Boom.
Yeah, that's gas. You know them numbers are gonna be chrome too.
Oh, pink Crow. Yeah, Ryan Priest and the pink Kroger Ford. Yeah,
That joint's gonna be gas. For
that
sure.
is
That's gonna
gas.
look good on the TV.
Is this a night race or a day race?
I think it's a day race, unfortunately. Yeah, it's
Sucks.
3 o'clock.
This would look sweet. Oh yeah, duh, it's right there. Yeah, this would
That
look
would
sweet
look
on the
sweet.
lights.
Yeah. I wish it was then. I wish they ran this in like the later
Yeah,
part of the season, but
hopefully they will, or at least at
whatever.
a night race in general. All right, you got the Josh Balicki
Manscaped.
Manscaped car.
I like it.
Um. Mm, mm,
Reminds me of like Cloak and Dagger.
mm. This jump's kind of ass.
I was
I
going
don't
like
know.
mid.
I'll give this.
I was
I'll give
I
this
wasn't
like.
seeing like I wasn't seeing gas.
We lost B. Oh. But yeah, this one's not it. It's not it. Um, definitely low tier mid, if anything. B is back.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, all right. All right. Well, what are you at on this? Because you kind of lagged out.
I said mid.
Mid. Yeah, low tier mid. All right. Michael McDowell in the Delaware Life Chevrolet. This shit's ugly. Ass.
Yeah, it's not really good.
The red. Where is this coming from? Why is there red right here?
I don't know. I feel like they just have kind of free will to do whatever with a all white sponsor. So try to switch it up,
Yeah,
make
but
it
I
look
mean,
different.
this would look so much sweeter if they would have done like the light blue right there, like this color blue right here, like to kind of
Yeah,
break it up. That would have looked sweet. The
yeah,
red's
or
throwing me
more
off.
white.
Yeah, this shit's ass. Ooh,
That's
Carson
gas.
Hocevar and the Chili's ride. Yeah, this shit's heat. They got some
Yeah,
heaters. They got some heaters this weekend.
it low key looks like a throwback almost.
It does. This shit's sweet as fuck, dude. Gas, without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt, it's gas. Ooh. Oh my god.
Mm,
SVG
I
in the
like that. Why
safety
does it seem like
culture.
his numbers are pushed back more than everyone else's?
They are. It's all of fucking Trackhouse. That's what it looks like. Yeah, their
Maybe
numbers are
teams should
pushed
take
back a little
notes.
bit.
I feel like I noticed it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, hmm.
Yeah, theirs are. All right, for sure. I didn't notice that until now. It's gonna really bug the shit out of me now that you pointed it out. Thanks. Uh in the safety culture Chevrolet. This
I think
shit's
it's
fire.
gas.
I
Yeah,
can't lie. This shit's heat.
I
And you
think
know
it's
it's gonna be
gas.
chrome around those numbers too. Maybe. Probably.
I think it will.
All right. Daniel Suarez and the choice privileges Chevrolet. Which
I
film
like it.
of
It
this?
kind of reminds me of like I want to say Tony, like a Tony Stewart car, but
I was gonna say
just
the same thing.
yeah, but there's just more
Like a
black in
Home
it.
Depot
Yeah,
Tony Stewart car.
yeah, that's what kind of vibes it gives me. and I'm fucking with it.
I am fucking with the vibes. I'm fucking with this game. Show.
Yes, sir. That is gas.
It is gas. And yeah, it's gonna take us to the cup right there. So I guess we'll have our closing little statements. We'll be right back. All right, B's not on the screen. Fair enough. There's B. All right. So I think that's about all we got. You got anything else NASCAR related you want to kind of bring up? Or we can do our picks. We can talk about who we think was going to win the race this weekend. B, you're muted. Hold on. You're muted.
I got Denny.
All that yapping, and that was all I said was, did you have Denny?
Well, it was more of this.
No. Fair enough. All right, so you have Denny. So if you have a dark horse to win this race, not a favorite, who you got winning?
Chris Buescher.
Chris Buescher. All right, well, you're taking Denny. I'm taking Kyle Larson to sweep the entire weekend. He's racing trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. He's sweeping the weekend. Bring out the brooms, ladies and gentlemen. It's happened. So Kyle Larson's winning all 3 races. You can go ahead and just mark it now. And my dark horse. It was a dark horse to win this race. I don't think of somebody sneaky that's been running good. You know, not a favorite.
Let me switch my dark horse. Bubba Wallace.
Why do I want to say Tyler Reddick? Is he good here? Is he good at the Bristol track? I don't know his averages, finishes.
I'm not sure what his average is.
Bristol. Yeah, you know what? I guess he's kind of a favorite though. He'd probably be up there for favorites. I'll take I don't even know. I'll just take Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick's the fucking person I'm taking. I always like Ty Gibbs in these, but he's been kind of failing. So not taking him to win a race. But
he hasn't shown. He got his first top 10 last week.
Yeah, and what was it, 10 races or something? 8 races? It was something crazy.
8, yeah. Whatever. He got it done. Maybe that'll put some juice in him.
Maybe.
But
I don't really got anything else. As I said, Rick Ware Racing, you're cooked. Straight like that.
Much.
But you have anything else to say to the lovely viewers of Back Porch Sports and the Front Row Show?
Nah, not really.
Nah, not really. Hello? Oh, shit. We're losing B right here at the end. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. B is having a little bit of technical difficulties with his camera. But I guess I'll go ahead and give our closing remarks. B is back. I don't know what's going on with B's camera here. B is back. But he has nothing to tell you guys. So I'll go ahead and do the closing remarks. Sunday, race stream. Be here. We'll be here. 3 o'clock, Bristol. Monday, regular Back Porch Sports Pod with me, Brandon, Kyle, Tommy. Talk about all things sports, NFL, NASCAR, NBA, college basketball, you name it. We talk about it. And then Thursdays, every Thursday at 7 p.m., Front Row Show, me, B, talk about NASCAR-related topics. Talk about the race from the previous week. Talk about who we think is going to win. So keep tuning in. We appreciate all the love. And, Back Porch Sports is out. Peace.